Hey, welcome to Tabletop Skirmish Games. I'm Lee, and in this video I'll be sharing with you some of my terrain for my upcoming Age of Sigmar tournament and a neat system for keeping track of all the terrain features. And hopefully this will help you to plan some of your games for Age of Sigmar and any tournaments you'll be playing in. Last night down at my local club we tried out one of my terrain tables that will feature in the Age of Sigmar tournament this Sunday, and if you're coming along I can't wait to see you there. It's going to be awesome, and it looked really cool having it all laid out on the table, and we tried it out just to make sure that all the spacing was right, the way we're going to be doing the wildwood is going to work as well, and these fantastic Baron of Dice objective markers make all the difference in the games. They're so impressive, and I'll be sharing these a lot with you over the course of the event and in an upcoming video too. It's been a busy time making all this terrain, so it was so cool to see everyone actually using it and having fun on the table with it all. And I've set myself some goals to make it look good, but also make it function well on the table. So it was brilliant to get it tested out again yesterday. We've been playing it a few times over the past couple of weeks, some of the different sets, and you'll see them all on this weekend. But yesterday I had a break from Age of Sigmar, and Paul was down the club, so we got a game of Necromunda in. So that was fun. I'm loving Necromunda at the moment. A really fun, chaotic game. Great fun. Right, let's get back to the terrain then. So here's all the narratives, and what I've done is I've got a table layout, so it'll tell a little bit of a story as you play from the different tables in the tournament, and then each table will have a pack, and in that pack will be things like the scoring sheet. They're going to have the actual print off of the battle plan, so that's handy on the table. Each table will have two of these overhead projector sheets cut out, and this is the size of the wildwood. You'll see more on that later on. Each table has got its own little narrative, so that's going to be included. You can have a read through before you play the game, and then there's the table number, so everyone knows exactly which table they'll be playing on when it's announced by our TO Tom. And we're really lucky to have Tom on the team. He does a fantastic job at the different tournaments that we've been to in the past, so really cool that he's on board and he'll be taking charge of all the rules and everything on the day. But there we go, that's everything organised for each table. Each table's numbered. There's another label there that I'll be putting on each box of terrain. So when we go to set up, it's all ready to go. Everyone knows exactly what's happening. And so really quick, easy and organised, and we're going to be ready to go in no time. Let's get this terrain set unpacked. So each box is going to have a little box inside, and that's going to be the different scatter terrain and also pieces of terrain that will make up the wildwood. Then I've got about 6 other pieces. So altogether, we're going to go with 8 pieces of terrain, and that's what's recommended in the General's Handbook. So for a 2,000 point game of Age of Sigmar, you want a minimum of 8 pieces. But I've gone quite chunky with Age of Sigmar. I really want this organic feel with all the different rock formations and everything. And this crumbled rogue idol is going to be one of the main tables. So I want this to be nice, big and chunky pieces. So I'm not going more than 8, sticking with that. And it's really worked well in the games that we've tested using the different setups. And there's so many different ones. We've got this rogue idol, you've seen one of the desert, we've got wizards towers, watchtowers, there's going to be standing stones, arches, everything. There's so much. Volcanic rocks and caves. It's really going to be exciting. I can't wait to get it all out and show you on Sunday. But anyway, here we go. Here's the 2 little sheets from the overhead projectors, and they're going to be the footprint for the wildwoods. Now this wildwood setup is just going to be rocks, but the rules are going to be the same. And then I'm going quite chunky here again. The bases are quite big, but when you see some of the other tables on Sunday, you'll see that I've almost done like a little border, almost like a fence around these, and that's enough. It works really nicely. And here's an example from that terrain that we played at the club yesterday. You can see in the bottom right hand corner, and now in a bit more detail, I just put a circle of that Warcry terrain, and it works really well. So if you're in that wildwood, you're going to get the benefits, and if not, you can also just use it as cover pieces, so that works cool. But these big bits I really like. I love having the impassable sections, and I make it clear on each scoring sheet exactly which piece of terrain has a terrain feature rule. And so you can see here impassable, defensible, wildwood and cover with a little section of text there. And then each token is going to be colour coordinated to match the terrain feature rules. And then all I'll do is go round and we'll place a token on each terrain. So if it's impassable, we'll put red on there. If we can have it as defensible, so you can put a garrison in, then we'll put a blue token, and wildwood we'll put a green in the centre, just so it's very clear exactly what each piece does. That's it, nice and simple, but I think this is going to work really well. And these little tokens, I'll put a link down below, pretty cheap, got them on Amazon. You get a massive pack of them, so you can easily run a big tournament. Now I got every terrain set out, laid it on the table, matched it up with a mat so it all looked good, and then boxed it all up, put it all in my dining room and we're ready to go. This is all going down to the event real soon, so can't wait to get it there and get it set up. And then on Sunday, I'll be making loads of videos so you can see exactly what goes on at the event. Maybe you'll come along to the next one. I'm going to be running Age of Sigmar every 3 months and also a 40k tournament every 3 months. So that means every 6 weeks there'll be a tournament. And a big thanks to John at the little shop in Lisgard for giving me all these boxes. It timed just right with the launch of the Leviathan box set. It's been a busy past couple of months as I've been getting all this terrain built up and painted, and a massive thank you to Sam at the local club for getting me a load of foam. That's been a massive help. Also to Steve as well for passing on some sheets. It's been brilliant. So this is great, getting it all together, and then I cut it all out, made some rough shapes, got it all different textures and different thicknesses. And then I got busy carving and shaping all the foam over a number of days, and this made my room really messy, but you know, it was really worth spending the time getting all this done, because once this terrain's built, it's going to last for all the tournaments. So my goal is every time we have a new tournament, I make more terrain and make it more custom, like I've done with the Rogue Idol. But here it all is, all carved out, or some of it at least. There's probably about half, all glued together. Then I got it out in the garden on a nice sunny day, got the garage floor paint out and painted it all. You can see that video on the channel if you want to see how I built and painted the Rogue Idol. And then once I'd finished, everything's got a really thick base coat. It's all sealed in, and this is instead of using PVA. Then you can just paint over it with poster paints, household emulsions, and just regular acrylic paints, and then dry brush over it. I use this massive brush to save a ton of time. Again, you can see all this on the channel if you'd like to check it out. And then basing as well. That was a big job, getting all the pebbles and sticks and all the different tufts and flocks on there to really bring it to life. And now I really can't wait till Sunday. It's going to be a fantastic day, great fun. We can't wait to see everybody there. Going to have a load of different themed tables. There's going to be food and drink, all freshly baked cakes, coffee, frappuccinos, the works. But the main thing is just seeing everyone having fun with this terrain. It's been awesome building it, but when it gets on the table and everyone has a good time, that's what it's all about. So really looking forward to the weekend, and hopefully you are too if you're coming along. And massive thank you to all the sponsors who have provided some fantastic prizes. I'll be detailing every one of them over the weekend, so you'll have a good look at some fantastic products, some awesome prizes, and lots more. Okay, that's enough from me. Hopefully this gave you a little insight into how to prepare for your tournament and just simplify those rules, especially for Age of Sigmar. I think this is a really nice way to do it. Get some tokens, have it clear what each piece of terrain does, and then all the players have to do is roll for the mysterious terrain later on. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did like it, it'd be great if you hit the like button, subscribe for more videos like this one. If you like these kind of behind the scenes insights into what I get up to, then let me know. I can certainly do more of this. But for now, thanks again, and I look forward to seeing you here next time on Tabletop Skirmish Games. Thank you so much to my Patreon supporters for helping me to keep going with these regular videos. I couldn't do this without you, and I appreciate your support so much. If you'd like to join the Patreon community, support the channel, get some great perks at the same time, there's a link down below in the description. It'll be awesome to see you there.